Hi guys. Our society is lying to both men and women. It tells young boys that there's something wrong with their inherent masculinity, and it sells young girls some fantasized notion of a career as being the greatest source of their fulfillment and happiness. The result is a confused generation trying to frantically claw at some sense of meaning and purpose. But I think no lie is as destructive and antithetical to human nature as the idea that a woman's true happiness primarily comes from working a job. And I'll tell you why. Your job is not your life's purpose. It is, at best, a means of sustenance. Too often, the word career is thrown around by people when they want to glorify and fantasize what's really just having a job. Having a career that actually gives you enough meaning and purpose and excitement in life is a luxury only a few people have. The vast majority of people have jobs they hate, and they only do that job they hate because they have bills to pay. I'm not sure why anyone would think that's more fulfilling than family, children, and marriage. Women bear the greatest brunt of this lie. Their most vital and fertile years are spent slaving away at these jobs until they realize that they're stuck in a life they don't want to live. This is reflected in the phenomenon of female lawyers disproportionately dropping out of law firms after the age of 30. This is when they find out that their life is being eaten up by a workplace that ultimately doesn't give a damn about them. And when surveyed, over 48% of women have stated that work-life balance is the biggest reason they want to quit. Working a job isn't exactly the female empowerment that feminists told us it was going to be. Women went out of their way to escape the patriarchal oppression of their husbands, but usually just found themselves working for a male boss somewhere on the corporate ladder. Except that male boss didn't give a damn about them and could easily replace them at the drop of a hat. The same women that cringed at the thought of making their husbands a coffee or a sandwich now finds herself running errands around the workplace trying to make sure that the male boss is happy and types up a good report. To me, this seems like human relationships are becoming less meaningful and more focused on money and feminist ideas, where women think they're gaining freedom, but they're actually facing a worse kind of oppression because it's done covertly. And the most tragic part is the women that are most likely to fall for this lie are the women in their 20s and 30s. It's just a harsh biological fact that those are also the most fertile years of a woman's life. Many women find themselves at the end of their career road, having missed the intersection where they actually needed to make important decisions about marriage and children and family. And usually there's no going back. There's a great book everyone should read called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. I think that's enough to change anyone's perspective on this. Ronnie was a nurse caring for terminally ill patients and recording their life's regrets before they died. She writes that one of their greatest regrets on the deathbed that they were on was that they wished they hadn't worked so hard and actually spent more time with family. I think there's a lesson in that we could all learn before we get to that stage ourselves. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later.